Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. So, yet another day of San Diego Comic Con, and that means some more good stuff. So, excuse me. First, we have the Shazam trailer.
You run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey! Man, sorry about that. Go, go, go! Grab it! Get out the way!
Billy Batson, I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Are you for real? Say, okay! Shazam?
This means Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I...
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength!
PM, you just got
Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
You okay? Why are you talking?
PM, sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
Who that big
You're like a bad guy, right?
Shazam!
Gentlemen!
That ain't right.
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window.
Have a good
but
night.
You're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey. What's up? I'm a superhero.
All right. That looks pretty freaking good. You know, of course, the story of Shazam itself, which, you've got the basic origin right there in the trailer. A lot of people were saying they were hoping or thinking that we might get kind of a big vibe from this. For those of you who are too young to know what Big is or not exposed to that, it's a movie in which Tom Hanks plays a guy who was a kid who wished to be a grown up, and he became Tom Hanks. Anyways, kind of like reimagined when Jennifer Gardner did 13 Going on 30 a number of years back. But anyways, so Zachary Levi, which, when he was first cast, I was like, I don't know, because Shazam's always drawn and basically being another version of Superman, big, buff, strong, big draw line, whatever. So, when Zachary Levi was announced, I was like, I don't know. But, seeing him in costume and how he acts, it's really cool because, the thing is that, again, remember, Shazam is Billy Batson. I mean, he's really a kid. He's in a grown-up's body, in a super grown-up's body, basically, now. And it looks like we'll see, of course, he and his foster brother will be exploring his powers and all that stuff, which makes always for a fun origin story and whatnot. And like I said, you saw I think it was a Batarang or some type of Batman souvenir there, and I had heard someone as they were talked about well, I guess with Shazam footage I saw at Comic-Con, there was also a reference to Superman. So, yeah, look forward to, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and watch this one more time. Doo-doo-doo. Sorry.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance, because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation.
You know, because heroes fly. Why?
Away from this conversation.
You know why?
So they can.
Everybody chooses flight.
What? Superman.
Pick. Everybody
Okay, just Superman.
chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation.
You know, because heroes fly.
Well, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey! Man, sorry about that. Go, go, go! Grab him! Get out the way!
Daily Batson. I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real? Say, okay! Shazam?
This means Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength.
You just got
Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
You okay? Why are you talking?
PM, sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
Move that arm, think
You're like a bad guy, right?
Shazam!
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity.
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window.
Have a good night.
You're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
So yeah, obviously there was the question of whether this was going to be connected to the rest of the DCEU, DCFU, as John Schnepp was fond of saying, or DCCU, however, or whatever it is. But you know, the larger DC cinematic universe at large, and of course we see, I mean, allusions to Batman. Again, unless my eyes were playing tricks on me, the Aquaman symbol on his brother's shirt. The mention of Superman, you know, Visitor. So it is part of the DCEU, but again, you know, hopefully things are pretty much relegated to that. I mean, you know, like maybe a quick cameo. You know, there are rumors that Henry Cavill may be in, be it as Superman or Clark, who knows. But which I could see, you know, Superman, you know, having a little cameo appearing, being like, okay, there's this other super dude after they, you know, obviously his brother's recording all these antics, and they see, okay, a new superhero, and you know, needs guidance. So you know that could be interesting. But like I said, it needs to be a self-contained story. You know, the thing that, and again, a lot of other people have said this, and I agree to a point. it can be like they shown to be part of a bigger universe, and even a little cameo or post credit scene or whatever, without banging over the head. Oh yeah, this is part of our great big thing, and that's kind of the thing. Like again, Man of Steel, which first time I saw Man of Steel, I was like, but the more and more I watched it, the more and more I loved it over time. Um, but and then we had Batman v Superman, which again we're not even going on that. Which, like I said, the Ultimate Cut was better than the theatrical cut, but still they just kind of threw the Trinity together and Doomsday, which that was terrible, and I hated that. I mean, I wish they had spread that out. Had a true Death of Superman, that would have been awesome. But anyways, and then Suicide Squad, which was meh, but again you're not really establishing any of the characters, and then we had Wonder Woman, which kind of like Man of Steel went back to just a solo type thing. And yeah, there were a couple little, little references and stuff, but like in Man of Steel, the Wayne Tech satellite or whatnot. But yeah, I mean, and you can have allusions to, see it's all, all in this bigger things, but just really develop the individual characters. Um, like I said, I love Wonder Woman. From what I hear from Comic Con, the Wonder Woman 84 is looking good. I mean, they've only been shooting for a little while, but yeah, I mean, just give me that. And like I said, I'm about to check out Aquaman, and we'll see how that is. If Aquaman looks good and if it's solid this December, then DC could be off to a good roll. And again, people always want to compare it to Marvel, which in some respects, as it's the same genre, you can, especially as far as quality. But again, Marvel earned it. Now, and I will say, Marvel, they've had I don't even know if I even want to say missteps. I mean, they've delivered great content in itself. Again, like I said, you go through the line, starting with the original Iron Man, great story by himself, and at the end they mention Nick Fury, the Avenger Initiative, Hulk, which I like, Incredible Hulk, which I like. A lot of people are up and down on it, but I mean I liked it for what it was. Yes, it wasn't one of the banner ones, and some people might say it was a misstep, but I don't think it was a misstep. It could have been done better, but still. And then like Tony Stark at the very end, the end credits, talking to Thaddeus Ross, showing that connectivity. Then again, excuse me, that you go into chronologically, what was next? Iron Man 2, I guess. And then you get Thor, you get Captain America, and then we have the payoff of it all, the Avengers, the big group movie. After there had been all these illusions again, in Thor, I mean, again, Iron Man 2, Black Widow was introduced, and of course we had Shield again, but nothing again hammer over the head because it was still Tony's story mainly, and then with a little bit of Black Widow in there and War Machine, and then like I said, Thor, self-contained in itself, essentially, except for, of course, Coulson being the connecting linchpin of them all, Shield. Captain America, which was a period piece, which was great, but I mean, again, it's a film about him. And then, the little tag led into Avengers. Avengers, one of the greatest comic book movies. And then, so on and so forth, going down the line. And, but every Marvel movie, if you really think about it, sans the Avengers proper movies, have been personal stories with, like I said, little cameos here or there, i.e. Iron Man, I mean, not Iron Man, but, excuse me, i.e. like Ant-Man, you had the little Falcon bit, my brain is going like bleh for a minute, but yeah, you had the little Falcon bit. I mean, of course, Spider-Man: Homecoming. You had Tony Iron Man in there for a little bit, but still Spider-Man story mainly. And like I said, the only solo film that wasn't a solo film, if you will, as much would be Civil War, but it's still Cap and Bucky for the main part, and then yes, the other Avengers are in there. They factor into the story, obviously, but it's still mainly a Cap and Bucky story. And again, this is over after all these other characters have been introduced, so it's not like a huge surprise to have them in. They weren't all just shoehorned. They were, you know, their little bits were done well. So yeah, I mean, if DC can do this more, you know, I mean, put out good solo film content. You know, Shazam. If Aquaman is great, you know, the of course announced different things. Birds of Prey, T-movie. You know, if they do it good, you know, and you know, kind of develop these characters better than they did Suicide Squad and make us care about them, then it might be okay. But again, that's always the possible problem. Sorry, phone call. Lost my train of thought. But you know, again, seriously, if DC just pays, you know, more care and attention to these characters and fleshing them out again, making us care about them, even if they throw a little cameo or something in, as long as it's not like bash, 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 you know, we're all connected, Justice League, yay, you know, Suicide, then it'll be great. You know, again, yes, they're just really getting their start, their stride, whereas Marvel's had years and years. But it can be done because they have great characters, great stories, can be done. Anyways, that is my reaction, my long-winded review thoughts. As always, feel free to share, subscribe, hopefully like rather than not like. And leave me comments. Let me know, are you wanting to see Shazam? What do you think of this video? Any suggestions for me? About to check out Aquaman, so hope you check that out with me. Thanks for watching. Peace.